Yesterday on a Sunday talk show, Madam Psaki said Biden critics are misdiagnosing the problem vis-a-vis Vladimir Putin and his oil and gas. We don't need more oil and gas in the U.S., she said. We need to wean ourselves off it. Reopening fossil fuels is not the answer. Well, she is wrong. She is dead wrong. Just ask Germany and Europe, by the way, who decided to go green. That didn't work. Their economies slumped badly. They even had to go back to coal for a while, and ultimately are held hostage now to Russian natural gas and oil. America shouldn't be held hostage to Russian gas or anything else for that matter. Joe Biden has not yet sanctioned Russian energy companies or energy lending banks, but Biden has sanctioned the entire American fossil fuel industry, and that is his mistake. Besides ending the Keystone Pipeline and stopping drilling in Alaska and raising drilling fees on public lands and generally insulting our energy companies at every turn, as he did last Thursday, for example, now his Interior Department has frozen all new leases on federal lands. That's right. The Energy Department has frozen 6 applications for LNG exports, 4 of which would go to Europe to help out. Meanwhile, FERC, Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, the SEC, and quite possibly the Federal Reserve, all waging a jihad against fossil fuel companies. This is madness. We're still pumping under 12 million barrels of oil per day. We should be well through 13 million and heading towards 14 million, and the industry says it can get to 15 million barrels per day. That's where we should be. Our natural gas and LNG is the cheapest and cleanest in the world. Turning on all the spigots full throttle should be our policy right now. That would reduce prices for world oil and domestic gasoline, and would undermine Vladimir Putin's war financing. That's the key. How Biden cannot see this is beyond me. Solar panels and wind turbines are not going to defeat Vladimir Putin. Gearing up energy independence for the world's greatest energy industry will defeat Putin. Don't forget, sky-high prices empower the Russian dictator. In 2008, with $150 a barrel, he took Georgia. In 2014, with $100 a barrel, he took Crimea. This past year, going from $50 to $100 a barrel, that's an $84 billion profit for Putin this year alone. He invaded Ukraine, and there is no telling where else he'll go. That is the cold, hard facts of energy history and Putin. The U.S. and Europe have finally done the right thing in sanctioning Russia's central bank. That's going to neutralize their $630 billion foreign exchange reserves. The ruble has collapsed. The stock market has virtually collapsed. Trading has stopped. Investment sanctions will badly damage Russia's economy. But, we have not sanctioned Rosneft or Gazprom, nor some of the energy lending banks. So Putin's oil and gas war financing scam continues. We're going to have to make a tough call very soon about this story. Unless the brave Ukrainians can somehow stop Putin's war machine, but this whole problem was brought on by the radical left Green New Deal policies and, of course, the catastrophic withdrawal from Afghanistan. My point is, these problems are of Biden's own making. We'll see what he says tomorrow night in his State of the Union address. But let me make one final thought. No matter what Biden and his cronies may say or do, the problem here is not America. The problem is not some kind of Jimmy Carter malaise. The problem is a malaise in the Biden administration with big government socialist policies that the American people have completely rejected. American folks are alive and well. The cavalry is coming. We will save America.